Hello everyone! Have you ever wondered why you don't feel truly happy? Why is it that when you lack something, it's distressing, but having plenty doesn't necessarily mean joy? Earning a $1,000 monthly salary might be disheartening, yet many who make $10,000 or more don't necessarily feel fulfilled. Pursuing happiness seems to be an everlasting human goal. Like the famous American philosopher Emerson once said, "We have more than enough means to live, but never enough to live well." As society progresses, the luxuries our ancestors cherished have become commonplace in households. We have better living conditions, improved health, and longer lives compared to the past. Logically, we should be happier. So why do many of us still not feel truly content? Why is that? Perhaps you'll find an answer within the pages of the book, Flow: The Secret to Happiness, by the positive psychology psychologist Dr. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who examined psychology through a scientific lens to help you discover the true meaning of happiness in life. If you've read well-known books like Happy or Learn the Secret of Happy Choices and Lasting Fulfillment, or Thinking Fast and Slow, or The Road Less Traveled, the authors of these works draw conclusions based on research from the book Flow. More accurately, Flow isn't just a psychology book, but a scientific work. It employs numerous survey methods and studies to address the age-old question, what is happiness? 1. The pathway to living happily. So how can one live happily? According to Mihaly, happiness originates from the internal order within us. To explain this, Mihaly used a concept from physics, entropy, which means the degree of disorder within a separate system. It can be said that the entire world around us, from micro to macro, exhibits this inherent disorder. Our bodies, from molecules to atoms, are in constant motion. Planets, solar systems, galaxies, all in perpetual motion within the universe. Entropy also occurs within our inner selves. We are susceptible to disorder. Here, disorder means being easily influenced by emotions and thoughts stemming from numerous desires and longings in life. Mihaly termed this psychic entropy, signifying the disorder within the psyche. This heightened disorder is a reason why we struggle to achieve happiness. So, what causes us to perpetuate this disorder, thus preventing us from finding happiness? This disorder comes from two aspects. Firstly, it is a disorder stemming from the universe. In the book, The Road Less Traveled, it's noted that the Earth was not designed for human beings. Nature always presents challenges for human life. Extremes of cold, heat, earthquakes, volcanoes. Humans are in a perpetual struggle with nature to survive. Our influence on nature is minuscule. In the end, striving for survival throughout life, we are ultimately bound by the laws of the universe. We all eventually return to dust. Hence, finding happiness can only be determined through reflections on our soul and the daily experiences in our lives. The second disorder comes from within ourselves, and insatiable greed is the primary factor causing this disorder. Working throughout life, striving for something, the majority of us are often uncertain about what this is. We always use the achievements of something as a measure of life quality. However, desires are incessantly increasing. The pursuit of improving material life is an endless goal. The wealthier one becomes, the more wealth one seeks, never feeling satisfied. Ultimately, true happiness only emerges when joy is felt in the experience itself, not in the pursuit of goals. Unfortunately, we concentrate our minds entirely on these goals without savoring the present moment. Secondly, we are easily distracted. When studying or working, we're constantly surrounded by social media, phones, games, and irrelevant tabs. In reality, we live within the operation of entropy, and we ourselves are increasing this disorder. Are we allowing our lives to be engulfed by entropy? Fortunately, the universe, though disorderly, has its laws. Much like there's a yin to yang, and with entropy, there's anti-entropy. For example, our bodies age over time, but we moisturize our skin, exercise to slow the aging process. This is our way of countering entropy. Or when our minds are in disarray, we often journal to ease our minds or summarize experiences. Another way of combating entropy. The key to living better lies in our ability to counter entropy. But countering entropy crucially involves focusing and experiencing the present moment, rather than heavily weighing on the results and goals based on desires. Mihaly terms this optimal experience, also known as flow. With optimal experiences, we find happiness. 2. What is flow exactly? And what conditions are required to enter a state of flow? Flow is a state that occurs when your mind is completely immersed in an activity that is inherently enjoyable and creative, causing you to forget about time and even yourself. To attain the state of flow, 5 conditions are necessary. Firstly, you must love what you do. These are tasks you engage in willingly, not out of obligation. Secondly, you need to possess specific skills, being adept at what you do. Thirdly, the activities should present a challenge, but not an overwhelming one. A level of difficulty slightly above your current ability. Fourthly, after completion, there should be regular feedback and encouraging rewards. And fifth, having clear goals and an overall sense of progress towards completion. When you meet these 5 conditions, entering a state of flow becomes much easier. 3. Applying flow from gaming to work and learning. Consider this for a moment. Have you ever played a favorite video game? By applying the 5 conditions mentioned, weren't you in a state of flow while gaming? Condition 1. The game is genuinely enjoyable and you love it. Condition 2. As you play, you gradually master the controls. Condition 3. The game's levels are designed to be challenging, pushing you to continue playing. Condition 4. With every level completed, there's a reward. And condition 5. When playing, you have a clear objective, like rescuing a princess or defeating monsters. However, you might question whether playing games or indulging in fun activities, including gambling, which engrossed us, brings happiness. It's not as simple as that. To attain happiness, you need to fulfill another crucial factor, that is, performing an activity that adds value and makes a difference compared to others. Therefore, leisure activities or gambling, in reality, do not provide that distinct value to you. However, it's intriguing that if the state of flow can arise from gaming, why not attempt to apply the flow experience from gaming to studying or work? How specifically can we apply it? Four, specific steps to achieve flow. Now, let's explore simple steps to attain a state of flow in studying and work. Why do we procrastinate and easily give up on tasks? Perhaps it's because the job is too challenging. But conversely, sometimes work feels uninspiring and monotonous because it's too easy and repetitive. Hence, accurately evaluating your abilities before starting a task is crucial. Selecting tasks aligned with your abilities will make you enjoy the work and enter a state of flow more easily. This is the first step, recognizing and evaluating your own capabilities. Many young people, upon graduating or working in a different field, end up in jobs that don't align with their expertise. Others spend years in a job they don't particularly enjoy due to life pressures, survival needs, or limitations as they get older. how can we experience flow even when facing work that doesn't match our passions or abilities? First and foremost, it's crucial to adjust your mindset. If you can't change the current circumstances, try to love what you have to do. Create meaning in those tasks and infuse them with value by introducing personal challenges and raising the job's requirements. For instance, I know my neighbor, Mr. K, who works as a taxi driver. Every day, he's full of life and has a cheerful demeanor. Mr. K used to be a trader, but maybe it wasn't his calling as the business wasn't profitable. So, several years later, he shifted to driving a taxi. Compared to his business, taxi driving was relatively simpler and repetitive. Many other drivers, just for their livelihood, spend their days cursing their fate while driving back and forth on the same routes. But Mr. K is different. He always finds ways to make his work more engaging. He sets challenges for himself during his regular days of driving. For instance, to improve customer satisfaction, he decided that in addition to safe driving, he'd challenge himself to engage more in conversations with his passengers. His challenge today might be to make 3 people smile with a chat. Tomorrow it's 4, and the day after it's 5. Every day these challenges continue to grow. Consequently, every workday for Mr. K becomes interesting, brimming with flow. Hence, create challenges and set higher requirements if your work seems too easy. Conversely, if your current job surpasses your abilities, break down big tasks into smaller ones. Continuously seek to learn and enhance your abilities and skills. For example, if writing a thesis is daunting, break it down into smaller tasks, like writing 200 to 500 words every day. Additionally, to improve your writing, keep enhancing your reading skills. 5. In conclusion, the second crucial step to experience flow is to make your current job interesting. If it's too easy, increase the challenge. If it's too hard, break tasks into smaller pieces and keep learning to improve your capabilities. The third step is supremely important to enter a state of flow. Absolute focus. There's a great saying, controlling your focus means controlling your life. In a world filled with chaotic and intertwined experiences, it's easy to lose focus. When you're working but constantly checking a camera to see how your child is doing in daycare, or when you can't concentrate on studying because you're browsing through Facebook and TikTok, you waste a lot of time. Life has many distractions that can increase your entropy, slowly engulfing you in distractions. The only solution is to regain order within by focusing on the one task at hand. Reading means reading, not scrolling through social media. Writing a report means concentrating on the task, not engaging in idle conversation with colleagues. Not just in work and study, but controlling focus in all aspects of life can bring emotional liberation. You will always find your flow in the smallest things. When you're eating, focus on eating. While walking, focus on walking. And when conversing with your partner or parents, focus on listening instead of scrolling through your phone. Control distractions. Live in the present, and every minute in your life can be entirely focused, and you'll immerse yourself in your own flow. At that moment, your life will truly be meaningful and joyous. In summary, to live a happy life, you need to find ways to anti-entropy by immersing yourself in the flow of every task you undertake. The first step is recognizing your capabilities, finding goals and meaning in every action. The second is creating excitement in each experience. Lastly, aim for focus, attention, and sinking into the present moment. I hope each of us can quickly discover a state of living fully immersed in flow, bringing happiness and fulfillment. Thank you for tuning in to Better Inside, where we share knowledge for your progress every day. If you find Better Inside content useful, please support us by hitting the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to not miss our upcoming videos. Thank you, and see you in our next videos.